vlog. This is a personal vlog, and the downloads since I've been home have been so okay. So here's the next one. The next one is this. I can never expect, anything or anybody outside of the reflection of myself to treat me like the king, the queen, the god, and the goddess that I am. Let me say that again. I can never and should never expect any reflection outside of my own reflection to treat me like the kings and the queens and the gods and the goddesses that I am. Okay? Black folks, there is no more reason for us to ever and again expect reflections of humanity outside of our own projections, outside of the opposite of what we look like, even sometimes the reflections of ourselves and what we look like. Because we all know that some of them look like us, but they are not like us. We already know that. Now that, enough people, I'd say, have awakened to who they are and who we are, enough to know that now they got to figure it out on their own. Now that puts the emphasis on us as Black people to take all of that energy that we have used to show the rest of the world who we are in terms of culture and entertainment and talent and treasure. To start investing that back into ourselves and back into our own. Because the truth of the fact of the matter is, we shouldn't look for the rest of the world to celebrate us. Because they too busy hating on us. Okay? Mad because they not us. Mad because they don't have our talent. Mad because they don't have our treasure. Okay? Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically. Mad because they don't have access to the Akashic and the etherical and the ancestral plane like we do. Mad. Okay? Because our ancestors and our ancestors' derive from the fourth and fifth dimensional realms, the angelic realm, the God realm. Okay? They mad. Okay? And I was in a noodle shop on yesterday, and I saw a what if then scenario play out right in front of my very eyes, and it had never happened to me in this way. And I was like, oh my gosh. The what if then scenario was like this. What if in the God realm there were guys that looked like Asians and guys that looked like Native Americans, the light-skinned version, and guys that looked like Indians from India, and guys that looked like the Mexicans, and guys that looked like Black people, and guys that looked like different forms of people on the planet. And let's just say that as above, so below, that these gods performed different things like they do here. They performed feats in music. They performed feats in industry. They performed feats in dance. They performed feats in talent and archery and swordsmanship, and they performed talents in military might, and they performed talents in engineering and science and mathematics. Let's just say, majority of the time, the black gods beat them in those feats. Let's just say, this is the whole scenario I saw playing out before my very eyes. And let's just say, planet Earth was created so that these gods would and could descend from their particular planes of existence, where they actually dwell together in peace and harmony, and had mastered a long time ago primitive forms of living. Let's say they made planet Earth for the purposes of those gods to be able to forget who they are and come back here in human form with lesser access to those mastery skills, so that they could, once they finish with a lifetime or lifetimes, number 37, review their lifetime and lifetimes to see what was hidden in their hearts, i.e., who they really are or who they really were on the inside when they lived in those higher realms. Because, see, once you get to a certain level of emotional intelligence and emotional stability and balance, even if you don't like a thing, even if you don't agree with a thing, even if you're kind of jealous of a thing, even if you're kind of feeling some type of way about the thing, it becomes easier and easier for you to hide it. Okay? And so even if you feeling some type of way, when every time it's time for people to get up and sing, and your group of people get up and sing and they sound great, and then a group of people get up and they sound good too, but then when them people right there get up and sing, oh Lord, the audience, the crowd goes wild. And every time it's time to run fast and play track and field, a lot of people got good, talented runners, but this one group of people, 90% of the time, beat everybody else out. And when it's time to flex their muscles, mental muscles, and math and science, this one particular group of people seem to always, not almost 90% of the time, seem to do it just a little bit better than everybody else. And so on and so forth. We know all the scenarios. We know all how life scenarios can play out, okay? It is what it is. And so let's just say, hypothetically speaking, if this was true, and if planet Earth was created to show the gods who they are for real, who you think created this place for real, to give them the ability to do that? I said in the 2/22 of 2023 dream, the makers of the makers, if need be, will wipe everything in this plane out of existence and start it brand new from scratch if need be. You can look at planet Earth just like you can look at the plane that they fought the Tournament of Power on Dragon Ball Super on. It's the same difference. Thank you, Akira Toriyama, for your service, sir. For your service and your excellence to this place, to try to show this place just what the fuck it really is. Thank you, sir. Thank you. This was a personal vlog, but it will be posted on my YouTube page. Yes, it will. Whoopsie. So now, let's just say, because I'm just speaking hypothetically. Let's just say this place hypothetically speaking was created to show the guys, all of the guys, who they really are. Then you know what that means? Then now we all know. That's what that means. Y'all have an amazing day.